What's up, YouTube? I know I'm about to be smashing on this gum, so sorry, y'all. Um, oh yeah, I just got done watching MainelyButches video about defining moments. Moments in your life that made some kind of impact on how you were, how you see yourself, or your truth and reality about yourself. One of the earliest, and I actually have this in common with her, and I've actually said this in some of my previous videos, was playing house. What a wonderful pretend theater type game that is for the LGBT community. Had to kind of start over, I guess, because my daughter came in here, and y'all know, if you watch my channel, I don't put my daughter on here. But anyways, yeah, defining moments, playing house, yeah. Playing house is crazy. I played house with this girl down the street. It kind of, I got to be the dad, she got to be the mom. We both were exposed, I think, really early on to sex. I pretty much knew about sex before I could learn to read. That sounds kind of wow and horrible. Don't even get any preconceived notions about that one. But anyways, yeah, we sort of began a relationship, but we didn't even know what it was. And actually, like, she got mad at me when I started hanging out with this other chick and going over to her house more and stuff. And there was like this big whole dramatic drama, which actually kind of led up to my next defining moment, where my godmom asked me if I liked boys. If I ever, in like a boyfriend way. And I told her no. Real honestly. And that kind of led me into the closet, because she gave me advice about how it wasn't safe for me to be like that, and where we lived and stuff. And that kind of got confirmed for me by my sister when she came over. My godmom had, this chick that lived with us in her room. They shared a bedroom. They was girlfriends, you know what I mean? But she never actually, told us that, because I was little and I was a kid, But my sister asked her if they were gay, and she said no. And then my sister, my stepsister, not my real sister, but she was kind of like, step real, whatever. She was kind of just like, kind of being negative about the whole situation or whatever. And that's when I was like, I stepped up and I was like, you know what, if my godmom says she ain't gay, then she ain't gay, but you ain't talking about her like that. And I was like, and if you have anything else to say about her, you could leave. She shut up, for real. But because we ain't lived together or nothing like that. She was just spending the night. So that kind of like validated the fact that my godmom was saying like it's not safe, or I wouldn't be, comfortable or whatever. Another defining moment was kind of when 13 girls came to my house to jump me. Over some he said, she said, whatever kind of drama that middle schoolers do. Then it didn't kind of impact me, but now, like, looking back at it, I realized like they thought I was a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? Like, they had to get that many people, and it was just me, and they just came to my house. It's not like I was walking down the street with my posse and they had to go get their posse and all that. It was honestly just me. So that kind of revealed in an ass backwards sort of way that I'm strong, and they knew that, and they needed that many people to come and confront me about something in order to feel comfortable about doing that. So that's kind of led me to believe, I'm a really strong person, and people see that about me. What else? There's a commercial going on right now, and it's kind of throwing my train of thought off. And it's not like I don't have a bunch, it's just picking the ones. And I guess meeting the father of my daughter, not even really meeting him, but getting to know him better, because our families knew each other and stuff, and he became my best friend. And that was one of them life-changing moments. And when he accepted me for who I was, and still, and still wanted a relationship with me, that kind of really amazed me about the complexity of masculinity, femininity, and all that, because he was like a girlish boy. I've said in my previous videos, I like them in between people, but I don't date men. Like, this was strictly he was my best friend, like, and he changed my life a lot. I must say my involvement with him really changed my life. And I hope this is recording it, because it's like, it looks like the picture's frozen. But he really just impacted my life so much about my abuse and everything, and I felt like I could really relate to him, because he had experienced a different kind of abuse from me, you know what I mean? And then just having somebody to have that in common with, and share those experiences, made me feel not alone, and like it wasn't me against the world, really. Kind of broke me of the habit of that mindset, sort of. And then obviously becoming a parent changed everything from the way I was, because I was wild and crazy. I was really a wild, crazy person. I don't know any teenagers that aren't wild and crazy, except for my siblings, because I've helped parent them and they've seen where it has led me. But yeah, I think that's really all I can fit into this short amount of time for defining moments. I mean, there's just so many. And most recently, my YouTube channel, I'm really good with written self-expression, but kind of wanted to, I guess, build up my skills on verbal communication, because a lot of people get offended when you write to them and tell them, such and such and such and such. That's another kind of defining moment, is a friend I met who expressed herself through art, and then I knew that I wasn't the only one, and we had a couple riffs and stuff, but just kind of overcoming that and realizing that there are people out there who know how to forgive and move forward, and that's really that's something that I pride myself in being able to do, and I just really appreciated that she was able to do that too. I'm going over my time. I need to cut this off.